exciting AmaWaterways webinar. My name is Anna. I'm an Industry Relations Specialist here at CLIA, and I'm going to just quickly go through some housekeeping before introducing our presenter. This webinar will run about 40 minutes with time for questions at the end. Please feel free to type your questions into the chat module of the webinar, and we'll get to them at the conclusion of the presentation. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel, which is CLIA Global. With that, it is my pleasure to introduce our presenter, Christine Karst. A native of Dresden, Germany, Christine Karst founded AmaWaterways in 2002. Through her relentless entrepreneurial spirit, thoughtful leadership, and passion for travel, she has helped the company grow, creating memorable experiences for over 100,000 river cruise guests each year. Her continued commitment to developing personal connections and relationships with travel agents and guests means that she spends a lot of her time on the road, in the air, or on the rivers. 23 ships and 16 years later, she is still finding new and exciting ways to redefine river cruising for all travelers who are looking for something more. With that, take it away, Christine.
All right. Thank you very much, Anna, and welcome to the AmaWaterways family, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to go with you through an exciting webinar today. And of course, Anna mentioned that I was founding the company, but of course, it was not just me alone. So here on the picture, you see our other co-founders. On the right side, Rudy Schreiner, sitting in a beautiful little boat with me in Myanmar, one of the adventures we had in the previous years. Rudy is our president, and he is also my husband. Rudy was born in Vienna on the Danube, and I was born in Dresden on the Elbe River. So we are both children of the river. Gary Murphy on the left side, he is the son of our late Jimmy Murphy. And Jimmy Murphy, the previous owner of Brandon Worldwide Vacation, he was also a co-founder in our AmaWaterways family, and that's now 16 years ago. I mean, the time has really moved on from what is in the beginning. Currently, we operate 20 ships, and in 2019, so this year, we will deliver 3 brand new ships to be added to our fleet. And this is the exciting Ama Magna. Everyone is talking about this very unique revolutionary ship coming on May 5 to the Danube River. First comes our second ship on the Douro, the Ama Douro, from port to beautiful voyages through the exciting Douro Valley. And in June, we will deliver the Ama Mora, sister ship of our Ama Christina and Ama Lea, and the Ama Mora will cruise the Rhine River between Amsterdam and Basel in Switzerland. So we do have a set of AmaWaterways family values. And you see here in the picture our captains, hotel manager, cruise managers. You see we have a lot of fun. But this fun is created based on love and respect, passion and dedication, kindness and generosity, always positive thinking, education and growth, dependability and flexibility, integrity and reputation, and of course, personal connections and always partnerships. And our partnerships with you, our travel advisors, are some of our most important ones, because you are our extended marketing arm, you are our sales force. So we like to work with you. Pretty much all our business, 98% of our business is generated through our travel advisors. So we trust you, you trust us, and I think this is the biggest value in our relationship. It's the basic of a partnership. So family is having someone to count on. And you as our travel partners can always count on us. So we have, and this is not just lip service, what I say from our end, but the way when we hire our people, no matter if it's on board our ships or in our offices in Europe, in Basel, in London, or here in California, we empower our team members to really think outside of the box and service you in the most genuine and polite way, and to be responsive all the time and to be responsible. We listen, because this is one of the highest qualities for both you and for us. We need to listen to each other and again to respond quickly to all the requests. And we want to act on behalf of you, our agents or advisors, because we know you are bringing us your guests and we want you to look good all the time. So that is our mission. We always want to come up with options or create a solution that will work for all parties involved. So I can really say proudly, AmaWaterways is a yes company. It's not a no. So for us, it's always important to say, if we don't know at the moment how we can handle a special request, let us get back to you. Let us think outside of the box. Let us see how we can create this win-win situation so that we move forward all together. It's like I feel a relationship between a doctor, the patient, or the dentist, or the hairdresser. It's a lot of trust involved, and we don't want to change all the time and just look for some new providers. We want to move forward all together because we get to know each other, we qualify each other, we qualify our clients, and this creates then really a happy relationship. We have built out our sales team in the past few years. We have now more than 20 business development managers in the US and in Canada as well, so 20 in North America. And we actually hire more business development managers because we need to penetrate the market. We want to reach all of you who are maybe living in more remote areas and not just in the bigger cities. So we see you obviously at conferences, when we come to your offices, when we meet maybe on SAM opportunities on board our ships. So our dedicated sales team is definitely hands-on and will create all these presentations together with you. They come and support you, and we want to support you more. And part of our support is also that you come on board, that we give you the family fam experience. Because you can open our brochure, you can look into our website, but only when you come on board our ship and you're in the middle of a cruise and you experience everything on your own. I believe this is creating the passion and of course the sparkle that you need to have in order to sell an AmaWaterways cruise with the highest success. Because question number one from your clients is always, what sets AmaWaterways apart from the other ones? And of course, I would like to go with you now through this presentation to let you know where we are different and how we move forward in the future. So one of the things again, and now it's coming very soon to March and April, where we will open up our next new set of fam rates again. Come on board our ships and experience one of our cruises in person. Our current fam rates within 60 days before departure are $690 per person in double plus port charges, starting in the lowest cabin category. And we offer you 50% discount on any upgrades to the higher cabin categories. For our Canadian travel agents, we offer you 1,075 Canadian dollar starting fam rate, and of course the same set of upgrades, 50% of the regular. We are currently revamping our travel agent university. It will become the new AMA Academy. Hopefully by April 1st, we can really come out with our new academy, and then we will encourage you to graduate from this academy, because our set of best travel agent rates will be only available to our graduates. We want to invest in you, but this is only possible if you also take your time, 60 or 90 minutes, to go through our course. This small investment, I think, will be beneficial to both you and us. Now, of course, your home away from home, one of our ships, this could be our new beautiful Ama Magna, but any of our other river cruise ships on the Rhine, the Main, the Dutch canals when it comes to tulip time cruises, the French rivers, the Seine, the Rhone, but also the rivers in the Bordeaux area, the Garonne, the Gironde, the rivers in Portugal, the Douro, and in Asia, the Mekong River, cruising through Vietnam and Cambodia. On all of these rivers, if we have space available, we will offer travel advisory or travel agent fan rates. And you will experience exactly the same what your guests, your clients will experience when they step on board. So embarkation means there are never long waiting lines. So in 1 minute, you're physically on board. So often, our captain is even outside and will carry your luggage because everything in our company is hands-on. So the moment you step on board, you will become part of our family. You will walk into your living room, and in less than a minute, you will be at your stateroom, because that's one of the advantages of a small cruise ship. It's very personal, it's very intimate. And all the guests that will be together with you on a voyage are very much like-minded. They normally have traveled a lot. They have a certain amount of education. They are very open and curious to see Europe or Asia and the rivers. And of course, they would like to mingle with you. You're sharing your stories, you become friends. And so often we see then the guests on board who became friends traveling together on another river cruise. Now, part of our portfolio is also Africa. And that's the Chobe River, our Zambezi Queen, cruising where the 4 countries meet: Zambia, Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Namibia. That's about 1.5 hours away from Victoria Falls. Now, I have to say, Africa, the Zambezi Queen, is such a small ship, 28 guests only, very intimate. We are pretty much sold out into 2019, heavily booked into 20 already. So it is very, very hard to really get a fan rate accomplished there, just because we are always sold out. And if you have clients who would like to experience really the ultimate in river cruising, Africa, please book them as soon as possible. So, but now back to the heart of our company, and that's the people. Our cruise managers will be there to welcome you on board. And we are the only company that the cruise manager is with you and your guests and your clients from the beginning. If we have a pre-land package to the cruise, and if we feature a post-land package, and this could be Prague in the beginning, afterwards a Danube cruise, followed by a post-land package in Budapest, for instance, the cruise manager will be there with you all the time. So we are not working with local hosts in those cities. You are in one hand from the beginning to the end. And your clients expressed so many times to us that they are so comfortable with this setup. They really, really appreciate this. So now you walk on board from the lounge into your special stateroom. And we have equipped your staterooms with all the comfort that you have at home. Here you see one of our signature twin balcony staterooms. On our ships, that's not an AmaMagna stateroom, but on all the other ships that started with us in 2010. So the average cabin size on our ships is between 235 and 255 square feet. Most of the cabins have this. And then, of course, we have suites, 350 square feet, and just a few cabins on the lowest deck with 165, 170 square feet. But in general, we are selling from the top. So if you have clients who are looking for the most spacious staterooms, come early in order to secure the best available cabin for your clients. AmaWaterways was the first river cruise line that started with free internet on board and, of course, in all our staterooms. And up to today, we are very well known as the cruise line with the best working internet, and it is very important for us. And that's why we are actually investing more into the working internet than even in fuel. because with everyone bringing so many devices today, from the iPhone to the iPad, the laptop, you see our Apple TV, where you can also check the internet in our stateroom. Everyone is on social media today. Everyone wants to send pictures home, which is a wonderful marketing opportunity, because the more pictures you can send home from the ship, the more you can encourage your friends, your family, and all your clients to come on board. You really entice them about this wonderful river cruise adventure. So now let's take a peek into our ultra spacious AmaMagna. So this ship has the double width from our traditional river cruise ships, but not even 20% more guests on board. So from about 162 guests, we go now to 194 to 196 guests maximum for a double wide ship. What does it mean? That means that the majority of the staterooms are larger than the current suites on river cruise ships. So they are 355 square feet large. Then we have 6 junior suites with almost 500 square feet, and one owner suite with over 700 square feet. Now, because there is only one owner suite, I see that this suite is already sold out on many of our AmaMagna departures. The AmaMagna is cruising the Danube River in 2019 between Vilshofen and Budapest. So that's the upper Danube. The reason for it is that the upper Danube, but also the lower Danube, have locks that 2 ships physically can go through the lock together. Now, with the double width of this ship, the AmaMagna alone will go into this lock, and then, of course, continues the journey along the Danube. On the other rivers, not on the Rhine, not on the Dutch canals, not in France, there are no locks where 2 ships or one AmaMagna can go through. That's why this ship will stay on the Danube River, but we will also include lower Danube cruises in 2020. So we will have a mix of upper and lower. That means we go from Vilshofen via Budapest to Romania and Bulgaria, to Giurgiu, to Russia, and we can create this way also 14-night cruises, because we see a trend. If clients can purchase really spacious cabins, so they have more living room on board, they are also ready to take a longer journey and not just to stay for 1 week on board with maybe a pre and post program. Now, with the AmaMagna size also comes the opportunity to have more facilities on board. So we will have 5 bars. We will have 4 different restaurants. And this will be the main restaurant, our alfresco, Jimmy's wine bar, and also our specialty restaurant, our chef's table restaurant. So your clients have so many more choices to eat in different restaurants during the cruise. And of course, this will be farm to table in our alfresco restaurant, to family style at Jimmy's, and our traditional setup in the main restaurant, plus of course our specialty menu in our chef's table. Plus, we will continue to offer our Chain de Rotisseur menu. Chain de Rotisseur is a French organization where AmaWaterways was inducted to. Our chefs are highly qualified, so they got voted in. There is no way to pay your way into this organization. And this is also why AmaWaterways is really well known for offering the finest cuisine on board all river cruise ships. So not just on AmaMagna, but on all of our ships with the freshest ingredients as well. We started in 2016 to build ships with connecting staterooms. So if you have families, we are able to offer you staterooms that are connecting with each other. One of the staterooms could have triple occupancy, and our suites even feature an additional sleeper sofa where we welcome families of 4. So physically, we are very flexible to welcome families of 4, of 3, of 2, of 5, meaning a set of connecting staterooms one with double occupancy, one with triple. We open it up to accommodate a family of 5, or a set of 2 triple staterooms. We open it up for a family of 6. So this makes it much, much easier to keep families together, but also multi-generational, because families, especially parents with their children, and we accept children from age 4, but we really recommend children from age 6. But this also means we see more and more parents traveling together with their aging parents. And so you can use these families as well the same wonderful way, and you have your aging parents always there at the same time. So now let's take a look at your living room on the river. That's our panorama lounge and bar. So, and this is of course also our chef's table restaurant. You see here our glassed-in kitchen, where the chef is preparing pretty much in front of you all the different dishes, again, made fresh from the scratch, with herbs, with vegetables from the local region, with fruits, with the cheeses. One agent actually came back to me. Now, if you live in Napa Valley or you are familiar with the French Laundry, which is a very, very famous restaurant up there, they said your chef's table restaurant is very comparable to the French Laundry up in Napa. So again, one of the very best restaurants in the United States. The difference is that you pay most likely for a meal up to $1,000 there, while the chef's table on board our ships is included in your cruise fare. So there is never an additional charge for any of our different dining options. We are also one of the cruise lines where we bake our breads and our pastries on board daily. We also bake gluten-free breads, pastries, cookies. We handle cage-free eggs, vegetarian options, and we can accommodate pretty much every dietary restriction and any preferences that you or your clients might have. Last year, 2018, we started with our new Sip and Sail cocktail hour. So this is the hour prior to dinner, where we include a menu of all different cocktails. This could be your margarita or your mojito, your French or lemon drop martini, of course your champagne, your wine, your beer, or any other drink free of charge in our fare. We don't go all-inclusive because with all the shore excursions, the different options of shore excursions, they are all included. You will never have the opportunity to really drink so much on board your ship than what we would include in an all-inclusive package. So usually everyone is out after breakfast, going out for the first shore excursion. Then you come back for lunch, where we serve unlimited, finest local wines and beers with the lunch, and also soft drinks and of course water or sparkling water. Then maybe you take a nap, or you go to the sun deck, swim in our swimming pool on the sun deck, just take a rest, read a book, and then in the next port, we go out for the next excursion. Maybe you do a bike tour or a hike tour or a culinary excursion. You come back late afternoon. Most of the people then change and come into the lounge and the living room. And then, of course, you come to our Sip and Sail hour with all the free drinks. And from there, you go into your main dining room or your specialty restaurant, have a wonderful evening, and continue here as long as you like, followed by our evening entertainment. So some of the pictures here, you see our swimming pool, the beautiful sun deck, some of our evening entertainment. This could be classical music, folk dances in Hungary. This could be Sound of Music in Austria. This could be also French chansons in France. And of course, our local resident entertainer, he will play the best music for you after entertainment so that you can dance into the night. Very often we see our guests dancing up till 2 in the morning. And of course, the bartender only goes home and into his bed once the last guest is in bed. So it's your choice to dance and be active into the night, or of course, be in the morning on our very first stretch and yoga class, which starts at 7 o'clock, followed by core exercise at 7:30, before you will start either with your rich buffet breakfast or prior to your first morning yoga stretching session. And that's, of course, voluntary. But there you can also have your light breakfast before, some yogurts, maybe some eggs, some fruits, and of course, your wonderful coffee, cappuccino, espresso, or latte. On board our ships, we have massage rooms where we are able to pamper you. On the new Magna, we will also have manicure and pedicure service and 2 massage rooms. And on all our ships, there's also a hair salon on board. So I mentioned biking and hiking adventures. So from the get-go, AmaWaterways was the very first cruise line to start with bicycles, because we realized that it's not just the passive guest. There was this reputation, you can only do river cruising when you are 80 and you cannot do anything else anymore. So this was the beginning of river cruising, very passive, a lot of senior clients to be on board. But the concept of a river cruise is so wonderful, because you cruise through the heart of Europe. You see the most famous sites, you double your leisure time, you unpack once, you are done. You can sleep in the morning if you like, or you can stay up as long as you want. You can go out either with our organized programs, or you take out the bike. You can do it on your own, or you join one of our organized bike excursions, where we always have a guide in the front and at the back, because the pace of our bikers can vary, and we want everyone to feel comfortable. So from the beginning, where we started with 20 bikes on board each ship, we offer now in almost every port 1 or 2 bike and hike excursions. Now the choice is yours. And this way, more and more younger and more active clients have come on board, and this will continue. Average age today is about 61 years, which also, of course, includes all the ones over 80, but more and more of our younger guests, and they could be in their 20s, 30s, or again, families with children during the breaks. This could be spring break in March, April, July, August, and very well known is the Christmas time and our New Year's cruises. There we have lots of families on board, and they could come from all different countries, but everyone speaks English. So wellness, we have a big focus on wellness. Wellness is also personally very important to me. If we don't take care of ourselves, then we cannot take care of our clients. So let me see what this is. Okay. So should we answer a question now? I just see a question popped up into the screen, but I would like to really answer all the questions at the end of the presentation, and then any questions we cannot answer, we will definitely respond to online. Yeah. All right. So wellness, because more and more clients like to stay active, make this part of their routine. We are now the only river cruise line that has a dedicated wellness host on board all our ships in 2019. Last year it was on 6 ships. This year on every ship except the Zambezi Queen in Africa. And the Douro River is also a different animal, and I will explain it in a minute. So our wellness hosts are just there for you and for the wellness. They start with the morning stretch core exercise classes, resistant band. This could be on the Sunday if the weather allows, or inside the ship in our lounge or our wellness rooms. During the day, we will offer up to 6 different wellness classes. We also offer running classes, you see on the right side all type of team activities, and this is really, really fun. In the average, we see up to 15, sometimes even 20 guests participating. And in the beginning, some of them might just watch, but in the end, many want to participate. And that's not just when we offer our famous champagne yoga. We also have hydration stations with infused detox waters on board. As I mentioned, we often offer our gluten-free and vegetarian items. And our new AmaMagna offers on the backside of the ship. This is where we have the best view, an expansive wellness studio and fitness area, plus our exclusive water sports platform. Now on the Douro River in Portugal, we also have a person that is doing some wellness classes, but this person also has some other functions, like for instance, giving massages and doing some other things. So this is how I know this is also handled on many other ships, but on AmaWaterways' own ships, and we own all our ships, except of the ships on the Douro River, that we have a partnership with Douro Azul. There we have our dedicated wellness host. Now you see also a picture from our AmaWaterways family in our Calabasas office. At least part of them who really care about wellness and attend all the wellness classes in our own office. We have invested in our own fitness studio where everyone can go either before work, after work, in their lunch break, on the weekends. And again, it's very important for us to keep our patrons, our team members healthy and happy, because it reflects in our service, and we really are there to give you a very good service. Now, I mentioned that our guests are becoming younger and very educated. And with this come actually more and more requests to either get married on board, or maybe it's the second marriage, or just to renew the vows. And of course, you can do it at all ages. So in Europe, on a river cruise ship, it is not allowed to do these things legally. However, we are very happy to do it in a very symbolic way, where either our captain or an officer will marry the couple, or will do a renewal of the vow ceremony, maybe on the sun deck in front of one of the beautiful castles, or maybe we even go in one of the local churches, like in Welshofen. And we have also a special package that is offered currently on the AmaMagna, where we offer you 2 one-hour massages, a bottle of French champagne, romantic turtle service with rose petals, a custom-made dessert by our onboard chef, and an exclusive sundowner excursion on board our small sundowner boat with champagne. And if you or your clients bring 10 people along, then this package will be free of charge. Now we can customize the same package on board our other ships in Europe. However, we do not have our sundowner boat on the other one. So that's why the sundowner excursion would not be part of the other ship or renewal or honeymoon packages. Now, in addition to our couples, we see another trend. We see more and more females traveling together. And this could be mother-daughter vacations. This could be girlfriend vacations, sisters, cousins traveling together. So always ask your clients if they are up to such an adventure. And of course, AmaWaterways is there for you. But we also see more and more solo travelers who want to come along, because river cruising is a very safe option. And part of our package is that we are right in the beginning inviting our solo travelers to sit either with the captain or an officer on our captain's table, so that all the solo travelers can get to know each other and never feel alone. Now, we do not want to assume that everyone wants to be introduced to the other solo travelers. So obviously, it's all up to our guests if they want to join or if they just want to be privately by themselves. Our regular single supplement is 50%. However, we always have certain cruises where we offer in the base stateroom category a 25% solo supplement in a specific number of cabins. This is available on many of our cruises on the European rivers and on the Mekong River in Vietnam and Cambodia. This is not available on the Zambezi Queen in Africa. The reason is that we are really selling out so fast with couples. But we also want to bring authentic culinary experiences to you, no matter if you travel as a couple, as a family, solo, or with all your friends. So we take you, for instance, to a truffle hunting excursion in France. That's part of our Rhone River. We also have the red wine and chocolate tasting at Tournon Castle. You see on the right upper side, Diane Horan from Florida, from our sales team, being on one of our tulip time cruises in Holland and Belgium, where we are visiting a chocolate maker in Ghent, and we do the same in France. And then, of course, when we visit so many markets, this could be the Bordeaux region, or on the Rhone again, or on the Seine, where we include tastings of the local produce in our tour. Because part of getting to know the country and the people is also getting to know the food and all the culinary experiences. So back to multi-general travel, because this is another trend that we see, and you probably know about our partnership with Adventures by Disney. This partnership started in 2016 when we built our connecting door cabins. Adventures by Disney is chartering ships from us on the Danube, on the Rhine River. This year we start on the Seine River in France, and next year in 2020 they will also have charters on the Rhone River between Arles and Lyon. So if you are interested in a special Adventures by Disney departure, where there are so many more Adventures by Disney guides and special children excursions, part of the package, there you would have to call Adventures by Disney directly. But if you want to come on board with your family, then of course we would love to welcome you. And this could be a big family, like you see on the left side, during Thanksgiving or Christmas time or New Year's cruise. Or again, could be a mother-daughter vacation, or just the family with several children. This could be also the teenagers or students or graduates to come on board. Because I think we all agree, when we show our children from an early age the world, our children will develop a tolerance level, and they will be our next guests. So if everyone would travel, the world would be a better place. And I think it's all up to us to educate our clients, our guests, our children to travel with us and to see the world, the different cultures, to experience different religions. And I have never seen on any of the cruises that I have been on board, and I have been on many, that children would not behave. They are actually in awe when they see the old medieval environment in Europe. They take everything in the same way we take it in. I've never seen a child being bored because there is so much to do. It really doesn't need an animated excursion just for children. It's about family time together, but you can still do different experiences. Maybe one part of the family bikes, the other one hikes, the other one takes a culinary excursion, or the other one takes the gondola in Rüdesheim up to the monument to really enjoy the view down to the Rhine River. So part of Europe, again, I mentioned the fairy tale towns, and this is Reykjavik, where the Beauty and the Beast was filmed, part of course also of an Adventure by Disney setting. You know that AmaWaterways has started wine cruises now almost 10 years ago. from one wine cruise, we have developed to more than 60 wine cruises this year. They are extremely popular. We organize wine cruises most of the time in November after the harvest is done, and the winemakers and the winery owners can come with all their wine club members and give lectures, wine tastings, seminars, wine blendings to all the guests on board. But we also have some of our wine cruises in March, April, and some in summer. And pretty much all the different regions where we are cruising the rivers, no matter if it's the Danube, the Rhine, France, or Portugal, those are all the top wine regions in Europe. And new now also is wine cruises on the lower Danube, going through the southern part of Hungary into the former parts of Yugoslavia. This is Serbia, Croatia, Romania, and Bulgaria. And there are some wonderful wine areas and wines in these parts of Eastern Europe. So maybe consider these options for your clients who enjoy food and wine, because food and wine is topic number one when it comes to clients and they want to travel the world. They are always interested in those local culinary experiences. Now, talking about groups, there are so many special interest groups who could be your clients because they all want to see the rivers in Europe and enjoy the very comfortable concept. So there are art appreciate groups, we have groups of history buffs, religious groups, garden clubs, and so much more. Culinary I mentioned, and see how beautiful it is to visit the different gardens, no matter if it's Monet's garden in Giverny along the Seine River, or Cochem Castle on the Moselle River, or so many others. So the choice is yours, but we are here to guide you through and qualify you and your clients. And the group has to have a minimum of 5 guests. I'm sorry, 5 double staterooms with 10 guests. And then the 10th person will be free of charge on the cruise. So that's your free tour conductor. There is no limit to it. So with 40 guests, you will receive 4 free tour conductor berths on the cruise. Now, of course, we also have the charter and the part charter option. And if you plan such a thing, then of course, let's talk directly. And we will also send you our contact information right after, email address, so that you can call or email us and we can discuss these options. I talked about a lot of females who like to travel together. And part of it is that so often their husbands have never expressed too much interest to go on a river cruise. Not sure if you have it in your own background, in your own backyard, but I have seen it quite a bit. Now, there are a lot of men, of course, there are also females who love golfing, are passionate golfers. And so we have now developed a program first for our Ama Magna on the Danube River, where, you know, a couple can come and the golfers can take golfing with us, rounds of golf in the different countries. And this could be in Budapest, this could be in Vienna, this could be in Slovakia, and also in Bad Griesbach, which is next to Passau-Wilshofen in Germany, where one part of the family can participate in our included shore excursions, and the other part can go and golf. And this is a VIP golf package where we include 1 round per golfer per day. And this could be 4 days during a cruise, or if you want to also golf in Prague, for instance, then this could be 5 rounds of golf, 1 rich token per round. This includes the transfer, VIP transfer from the ship to the golf course. This also includes a welcome package, a la carte lunch with beer and wine at each golf course. And we also clean your golf equipment if you bring your own. Otherwise, the rental of golf equipment is included as well. Now, this golf package comes with a price, and this depends on how many rounds of golf you would like to play. But to give you an idea, 4 rounds of golf goes with $2,399 per person, in addition to our 7-night cruise package. And if you bring a group, then the 10th person again will be free of charge, also with the golf package. We see that we have a lot of past guests on board our ships. We see many guests, they come on board for the first time and didn't know what to expect and fall in love with river cruising, but also in love with our crew, with the cruise managers, because everyone is so genuine. And because of our family style, our concept, the genuine way to be welcomed to the family. So for all your past guests, we offer our Privilege Rewards program at tiered levels, of course, depending on the number of cruises your clients have taken or will take with us. So there could be savings of $100 per person. This could be doubled up. There could be amenities in your stateroom. There are reduced upgrade fares or free upgrades, airport transfers that can be included. There is a special past guest reception on board as well, and many, many more things that we will roll out in 2019 and 2020. Now, we always say, let's take the iron as long as it's hot. So that's why we have also started with our Future Cruise Benefit Program, where we will introduce you some of our other destinations on board and will offer your clients to deposit on board. This will be a reduced deposit of $200 per person instead of $400, which is our regular deposit. And for this, we offer your clients an additional 5% saving. And this is in addition to the cruise fare or any special promotions that we apply on any of these cruises that they would like to take. Your clients do not have to let us know on which cruise they want to book in the future. They have 30 days to recall their deposit, and they can book for the next 2 years. And then, of course, the cruise can be even 3 years from the time when they have been on board. So when this happens, we will contact you, our travel agent partners, and will let you know that your client has deposited on board, so that you can get in touch with your client and say, welcome home. I heard that you really enjoyed your cruise. You have deposited on board again. So which itinerary would you like to do next? Let's talk about it now. And I think that's wonderful, because the client will come back. You will secure the next booking. And this is how many of our travel agent partners have worked it. So I have seen many of our past guests being now on board with us for 5, 6, 7, 10 times, 12 times. And there's even one couple that has been with us for over 50 times. That's, of course, an exception. We don't want to assume that this is happening all the time. But you see, once your clients go, normally you will have a follow-up booking. We have also created our Beyond the Riverbanks Past Guest magazine, where we give you destination highlights. We share some love stories, some recipes, some past guest feature stories, and of course some exclusive past guest offers. So you should also receive this Beyond the Riverbank magazine online. And if you don't, then please let us know, so that we make sure that we capture your email address, the correct one, so that you will receive this in the near future. It comes out quarterly, and we would like to share this together with you as well. So back to this again, for AmaWaterways, it is very, very normal that we offer you the best ships, the best river cruise ships in the world. There is a reason that many different consortia, from Signature to Virtuoso, American Express, the World Travel Holding, Cruise Planners, so many Nation ensemble have voted us as their best river cruise line or best river cruise partner. So to build the most beautiful river cruise ships, that's the common understanding we have. However, it is the personal service, it is the people that you and your clients will remember forever. It is the heart that we give you and that we share with you. It is the crew and it is our cruise managers. They make you and your guests feeling like you are the most special person in the world. And that's what you are. And your clients have saved for this trip for so long, and they only deserve the best. So it is the people that will create the difference, that will create the wow, because just to meet expectations, that's not enough for us. We want to exceed. We always underpromise and we overdeliver. And there are so many surprises that you and your clients will receive on board that we never talk about in our brochure, in our website, in our marketing approach, because we want your clients to get more than what they feel they have paid for. And this is what really creates the wow. And with this, we look very, very much forward to welcoming you into our family. I thank you for spending your time with us today. And now we still have about 10 minutes that I'm here to answer any of your questions. And if we don't make it in 10 minutes, then obviously we will go online and will answer all the other questions by email. So thanks again, and I look forward to welcome everyone on board our ships in the near future. Anna, would you like to take it from here?
Sure. Thank you so much, Christine, for all of that information and all of the beautiful pictures. Hopefully that was enough information for everyone, but I know it's never enough. And we can get to these questions that we have. Our first one, you saw a little bit earlier. Can we start the course to be a specialist now, or do we have to wait until after August? Or
So April, right? Yeah. So you can definitely take our travel agent university also now. However, because we are revamping everything and we will have a different setup, I would encourage you, well, I would say do both because you can never learn enough. And of course, if you do it twice, then even better. But it's very important that you start to take our new AmaWaterways Academy starting from the beginning of April. And then you will receive many, many more benefits than what we have right now. But if you're curious and want to know more, then obviously no problem, go into our current travel agent university now. But of course, later the content will be so much more rich and beneficial for you.
Okay, great. Our next question is from Abdel Rahman, who's wondering if in the future, if you'll be launching a Nile River cruise through Egypt.
Yeah, very good question, because river cruising in Egypt is coming up again. We have been on the Nile River until 2010. Afterwards, we know what came, what happened to the country. We are looking to the Nile River in Egypt. We don't have any fixed plans yet, but this is a river where AmaWaterways might build a ship in the future. We do not want to contract with another company because for us it's very important that we have our own ship, that we have the best ship there, that we put our own signature on. But I know it's a very beautiful river. I love Egypt, and it's just a matter of time, I would say, that we will be able to cruise there as well. Can I keep it like this?
Yes, that's great. We do have a lot of agents wondering about FAM opportunities, any agent perks that you offer. So if you could speak to that, that would be great.
So agent perks, in addition to our webinars or FAM opportunities, and with FAM opportunities, I want to specify it also a little bit more. We have our seminars on the river, which we will also start in the end of March again, where one of our business development managers will escort the cruise and will do dedicated seminars on board while we are cruising. Now, in addition, of course, we can do co-branded websites. So just let us know if you would like to have a co-branded website, and we will create this with you. If you would like to do and put a group together, then we will also be able to create a group flyer for you. So we will do the work for you, deliver the flyer to you or the PDF. And then, of course, we print the first 100 for you in multicolors. If you want more, you can print it on your own, or you email the PDF to your clients. We also have our special travel agent portal in our website. When you register and the travel agent portal opens up for you, you need to sign in. Then you see all our special promotions, our fan trips. There is our online booking engine. So you can book us online any time of the day. If you don't feel comfortable to finalize the booking online with the payment, then of course you can take out an option, call us the next day, and we finish this with you on the phone. We also have an image library online where you can take all the images for your website, for your own promotions, and so much more. So the next step would be, I would encourage you to look into the travel agent portal, contact your local BDM. The contacts of your BDMs and all the pictures are also in our travel agent portal. You can also read my blog on our website, and then maybe arrange with the local BDM a special cruise night where the local BDM comes and talks with you to all your clients about our beautiful river cruise product. This could be a specific itinerary where you want to put a group together, or the overall product. We are here to help you. And so we want to take our time to help you as much as possible. So please take advantage of it.
Perfect. That sounds easy to take advantage of all of those things. Our next question is from Cindy, who is wondering if the river levels are back to normal.
Yeah, very good question. Obviously, you know that last year was a very, very different year where the water level was so low. This has never happened, I would say, in history, or the history of river cruising in the last 40 years or so. The water level was so low that partially the Rhine and also the Danube was interrupted. And this started on some of the rivers in late August. For us, it started in October because our ships have a more shallow draft than many other ships have. So we were still able to cruise when many other ships were not able to cruise anymore. But then in October, it also hit us. And this continued until the early part of December. So it started with the second week of December, when it rained a lot, when the water levels came back to normal. So now, of course, we have all of us river cruise lines are in winter break. Nobody is cruising right now in January, February, or early March, but the water level is back to normal. So now we just need to cross all our fingers that it doesn't rain too much so that we don't run into high water. But no, I don't want to paint this picture. It was an exception last year with the long low water period. High water can happen any time of the year. Once it happens, then it happens maybe for 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. But then it never rains so long that it really stays high as long as what we had with the low water. If it doesn't rain, this is much more critical, because if it doesn't rain, there is nothing anyone can do, and the water is dropping and dropping and dropping. And of course, we know about climate change, but trust us there. The way AmaWaterways has handled the situation was actually extremely well received by all the clients. Every day that was affected by low water, so every day that we were not able to cruise according to our brochure, for this day, 100% future cruise credit was the entire cruise was interrupted, then it was 100% of the cruise fare as future cruise credit. We have ships that are running against each other. So if there was an interruption of a certain stretch of the river, then we would transfer from one ship to the other, and then the clients would be on the sister ship and go on. If we didn't have this ship running against the other ship, we would have changed the itinerary, and your guests would have still experienced a wonderful cruise and would have received future cruise credit. So all in all, the situation was handled very well. We are very well prepared for the future, and I would never discourage anyone not to consider a river cruise, because the chances are very slim that it happens so fast again. And you know, when you are on the ocean, hurricane season happens pretty much every year as well. And you know, it could happen for 1 or for 2 weeks, and I would see the same with the river. River cruising is so beautiful. Your clients want to have it. So I would not hesitate. And I have also not seen a slowing down of river cruise bookings. We are very, very busy. We are filling up our ships. So it is so beautiful. So let's just forget about last year, and hopefully we have another wonderful year ahead of us.
Okay, and on that note, it looks like we have just reached our hour mark. So thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Christine, for all of this wonderful information, and I will make sure to send you any questions that we did not get to answer. I'll make sure that you have those so you can reach out by email and make sure that those are answered.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Anna. And I see here actually Hannah and Yaya typing the whole hour. So I assume there are lots of questions. We will make sure that every single question will get answered as soon as possible. And in behalf of our entire AmaWaterways family, thank you so, so much for all your support that you have given us over all these years. And we are looking forward into a bright future together. And again, our emails here, our personal emails are Hannah, that's HANNAH @amawaterways.com. My personal email is Christine, that's KRISTIN @amawaterways.com. Our toll-free number is 1-800-626-0126. And the rest, we will send you by email. Our website is AmaWaterways.com. And we look forward to seeing you all also at Cruise 360 in April, and hopefully on some of our trips or at the next conference in general. Thank you so, so much. And let's make this a huge, happy, and successful river cruise year together. Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.